Well, here we are again for another full moon event with the ongoing question, does the sun, full moon, with the stars or the Mazzaroth or constellations, announce the first day of every month from Yahuwah himself with his calendar system that can be witnessed in the heavens? Hallelujah, it's New Moon Day, 11th month. New Moon Day will commence on the pagan month February, on the pagan day Tuesday, the 23rd of February, 2016. As we have shared so many times, we are asking everyone not to rely on the computer programs such as Stellarium or the various websites from the United States Naval Observatory, timeanddate.com, or the dailymoonposition.com website. And then last but not least, many used worldlastchance.com for their needs because on their website, frankly, even though they're a conjunction moon believer group, they have an excellent website that shows the phases of the moon right down to the minute, and you can track that light. But again, our goal is to share with everyone that you can go outside and do this, just like Moses did. You don't need all the tools and gadgets of human beings to understand when the first day of any given month is. So with that said, we're going to go through some of these tools and what they do for us, but we want to share with you first and foremost why it's easy to do from a scriptural standpoint from the get-go, so to speak. So here we go. And again, put your computer screen on full screen and feel free to stop the video at any time and replay it to get the entire view, let alone message accurately. As per previous videos, we always have stated and shared that Kodesh is from Kadash, or 2318 from the Strong's Concordance. So with that said, as you can see, from Kadash, the new moon, by implication, a monthly new moon. Well, let's take a look at Kadash, a primitive root, to be new, causatively to rebuild, renew, repair. A full new moon is a repaired or renewed moon phase. There is no doubt about that. And most people that do want to tend to debate or argue it further, we just share them examples of a newly restored vehicle, repainted, looking fully repaired, fully rebuilt, or renewed, if you will. Take a look at the Strong's Concordance 2319. From Kadash, or Kadash, new, fresh, new thing. So a crescent moon is not that, and a conjunction moon is not that. This is not complicated, and at the end of the day, this can be found, again, in the Strong's exhaustive concordance of the scriptures. So take a look, and this is why we continue to stick to this moon phase as being the new moon, which indeed is the full moon. Hallelujah. So, scripturally, why do we continue to say the full moon is the new moon? Well, in Tehillim, meaning praises, changed to Psalms, chapter 8, verse 3, it states the following: For I see your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars which you have established. Well, I can't see a crescent moon in the heavens, month after month, successfully. No one to date has been able to film it and send it to us in regards to the project or initiative we have this year. Again, I see your heavens, the work of your fingers. I can shamar it. I can observe it. And this is very, very important for those that want to see the work of Yahuwah, the work of his fingers, which are the moon and the stars, which he has established. And let's talk more about the word established. We read further in Psalms, or Tehillim, chapter 89, verse 37, the moon is established forever, and the witness in the heaven is steadfast. So, the moon is established forever. You can see it, as we've already shared. And at the end of the day, it's a reliable witness. Let's talk more about that, and let's ponder on that, and even pray about that. We further read in Psalms chapter 119, verses 1 through 2, quote, Blessed are the perfect in the way, who walk in the teaching of Yahuwah. Blessed are those who observe his witnesses, who seek him with all the heart. So when we see this, we know that the moon is established forever. And it is well a witness in the heaven which is steadfast. Part of the way in the teaching of Yahuwah is his calendar that hangs in the heavens. And the moon is a witness. So let's get into the details of this witness and how it works so that you can actually do this on your own and go outside and observe Shamar, this calendar of Yahuwah that hangs in the heavens. So scientifically, light can be measured. That's a proven fact. No one argues that. So you can take those websites that we said earlier, and you can find out that the full moon will commence from 8:18 a.m. on Monday the 22nd, which is the pagan day Tuesday of the pagan month February. And that full moon will stop being full moon at 7:10 p.m. or 19:10 on the same day for this particular time period. And with all the other websites, you can find out when sunrise happens, moonset, and the percent illumination when the moon set on that particular day. That evening at 17:56 or 5:56, almost 5 minutes to 6 p.m., and then moonrise at 17:07, and the moon was 100%. You will see actual footage of this here in this video showing this. If you got up tomorrow morning at sunrise or 7:06, you'd start to see the moon set at 7:25 at 99.5% illumination. And then if you went back outside that night at 17:58, you'd see the sunset. And the moon rise would be around 17:07, same as the night before, but the moon would be at 98.6% illumination. Wednesday, the following day, you could see these same patterns in regards to the different percentages of illumination for the moon. If you did this every night, you'll start to realize why the moon is established and why it's forever. Because not only does it tell time for us, it also shows direction. And this is huge. So let's continue on and talk more. So here's the same information that we have presented before in previous videos. And this is why the moon is steadfast and established forever, because it follows the same patterns of movement through the sky. And on a full moon evening, it rises in the east. And as you can see here from the website dailymoonposition.com, if you tracked it at 5:30, and by the way, you can track it at 5:31, 5:32, all the way through. In the film you're about to see, we're filming around 7 p.m. And that moon at 5:30 on a full moon event is on a position northeast, and as you can see, it's 62 degrees east of north on a compass after calculating the magnetic declination of minus 10.5 degrees for this area. The red compass needle is based on true north, and the blue needle is the magnetic compass reading. So again, I've taken a compass out in the wilderness and have done this. And after a while, you don't even need the compass, because night after night, the patterns of the moon and where it rises until the night of full moon, you'll start to see that movement. So we do have plans to film a full month where that moon does rise. But ironically, on a full moon evening, we have 11 months in a row that we have filmed successfully a full moon. If you can include the 13th month when we first started this journey, we have 12 successful new moon as full moon events. Again, and I know we keep driving this point home, and we're not trying to be skeptical or rude in any shape, form, or manner, but we've asked others to film a crescent moon month after month successfully, as we have done with the full moon, or the folks with a conjunction moon phase. And when you're all alone in the wilderness, you won't have these devices. Your cell phones don't work, the computers don't work. So make a long story short, you are left with the calendar that hangs in the heavens And that's it, the sun, moon, and the stars. And wonderful things happen once the knowledge starts to kick into play in regards to being able to practice this and do this on a daily basis. So anyways, this is another view, same view as the other slide, and truly drives the point home. Well, hello again. Here we are on the Pagan Day Monday of the pagan month, February 22nd. It's approximately 7 p.m. at night here in Barrie, in Kempenfelt Bay, and once again, the steadfast witness, the moon that has been established forever, as it says in the book of Psalms or Tehillim, is shining bright. It's renewed, as it states in the Strong's Concordance 23:18, 23:19, and 23:20, which we'll go into more here on this particular video and the importance of that. It is reliable. Imagine in this life of all the experiences that we have that are not reliable in regards to being served at a restaurant or a product that has been purchased and it didn't do what it promised to do. But month after month, the new moon, the renewed moon, the restored moon, the rebuilt moon is shining bright, letting us know that the following day at sunrise will commence new moon day. It's a perfect timing piece. And it reminds me in the book of Bereshith, verse 1, in the beginning, that's talking about time. In the beginning, the heavens, it's talking about the sun, moon, and the stars. And then the third component, it says the earth was created. And here we are standing on the earth, observing time with the sun, moon, and the stars. A perfect celestial timepiece and a perfect system in regards to measuring time and letting us know the true days of the Father in heaven, Yahuwah. New moon days, Sabbath days, and feast days. So, no, Moses did not need a clock or any human device to calculate time, let alone recalculate it. He had the sun, moon, and the stars, the reliable, steadfast witness. Moses, while sojourning in the desert, had no need for a GPS as well. He could use the sun, moon, and stars for direction too. Not only could he calculate time with such a preciseness, he could actually calculate direction. So no need for human devices. This is the heart and soul of these studies and these monthly videos, is to share that this calendar does work. It's real and it's highly effective and again, accurate. So make a long story short, you can use the other tools on the websites, but more importantly, you could do this live. A couple of other tips. Some websites will actually promote the international date line as the imaginary line when the full moon passes over it. And that line represents the longitude on the Earth's surface, located at about 180 degrees east or west of the Greenwich meridian. You can do this, but you're not going to get an accurate reading, and when you go do it live in the wilderness, you will make mistakes. So again, test and prove all things for yourself. Don't take our word for it. Get out there and do it. And to drive the point home quickly, did Moses get a phone call from Jerusalem or Jerusalem in regards to when it was full moon day or new moon day? He didn't. He was sojourning in the desert. So think about it. He wouldn't have access to this methodology as well. This is just another visual of that. So again, you can use all the websites and come up with a worksheet such as this to forecast in advance when new moon day is. And if you go by the illumination of the moon, when it's 100% fully illuminated, and understand from when that period starts in that given day and finishes, like we just shared here for today's pagan day of Monday, the pagan month of February. It started this morning at 8:18 and then closed out at 100% fullness at 7:10 or 19:10. Next month, it'll be starting at 3:23 a.m. in the morning, which will be Wednesday of the pagan day of the pagan month March. And then we'll close out at 13:51 of that same day in the afternoon. And then the first month of the year, going into true spring, a wonderful time period when the sun, moon, and stars are aligned, or the moon's aligned with Bethula, representing the Abrahamic covenant. The full moon is fully illuminated at 7:43 or 1943 on the 21st day of April, the pagan month. And then that new moon then finishes being fully illuminated at 100% at 7 a.m. on the 22nd of April. So you can do these worksheets, but more importantly, get out there and look at it, and you'll start to notice the patterns yourself. So great work exercise, but the better part of the journey is doing it outside, enjoying creation from Yahuwah himself and looking at the work of his actual fingers. It's a wonderful thing. So again, get outside is the point. We continue to hope and pray that these studies provide value to you and your loved ones. As always, we thank each and every one of you for the blessing and privilege to share in the name which is above all names. And again, feel free to critique this material. Our intentions are to further worship in spirit and truth. We still have a lot to learn. We have a love of the truth, but that does not mean we have the whole truth and nothing but the truth. But having a love of the truth is the point. And again, thank you for the privilege and blessing of allowing us to do this with you. And thank you for your critiques. All the best to you and your loved ones.